Can Zeke deke again? It's the coach. This is the 2020 season on EA Sports. Coming up, Ezekiel Elliott, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass. They didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Defensive starters, here they are for Cincinnati. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Right there. 56. 54. Count. Screen, watch the screen.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Prescott now from the 50. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. This to Jarwin.
Here we go.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Let's go.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
So we got man.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He's got it complete to Perkins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott, and that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Return team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking. MVP might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 70, Indy. Here we go, here we go. Get it.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
15 line. 15 line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mixon. And some room to maneuver. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They run with Deuce McAllister. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. But they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, but it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
That's it, baby. That's
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Prescott to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Ready? 60 or 55, Mike. Drop deep, drop deep. Ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Back to Mixon on first down. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A second nice move. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
18 Gator. Here we go. Let's go.
This is Mixon on the draw. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. 10 logo. 3 down. Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Chai! Crunch! Get it!
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And he fields it cleanly. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet, they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now Mixon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They go play action here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go. Come on, set. 70, Indy. Mike's by 4. Hey, Lee Griffin.
Mixon. Well, a good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Break. 56, Mike, 56. guys. It's game situation. Let's go.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready?
On second down now. Mixon sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Ready up. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got it. Now.
He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5. That's complete to the tight end Sample. That one a first down pickup of 8. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, yeah. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Yep. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, Jet. Get it.
Once again, they run with Mixon. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
60 outlaw. Go. Go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Able to power through. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the fourth, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Let's go. Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And right now, a lot to like on that screen. They've wrapped up the division, now currently sitting in the coveted number 2 spot. Of course, you love number 1, but if you can't have one, number 2 is pretty good.
I agree with you totally, and here's the other part, too. The really good teams, the really confident teams, they're not as worried about being number 1. 2 is fine because they feel like they can go on the road and win against number 1 if they absolutely have to. The big thing, though, is clinching one of those early buys and able to sit and get a little rest as the playoffs begin.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run with Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now Joe Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mixon. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
I know he ain't got it.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with McAllister. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Carlson able to put this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a 2nd field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 6-3, a minute 4 on the clock. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger.
Hey, check, check. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Now Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Prescott to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Outright completes it to Jarwin. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw
and here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You get him through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one, too.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Prescott now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Now Elliott. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That second down play nets a -4.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. That one complete to Elliott. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now a second timeout called for. The defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over. Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off? Part 1 is done, now part 2. Now they run with Mixon. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play. On second down now, Mixon. 7 yards there and a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check.
Shoot!
They're going to look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well, because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.